Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today, my presentation is to talk about the Affirmative Action Bill, which was passed by the Parliament of Ghana this year. Now, when we talk about the affirmative action, it's defined as a set of procedures designed to eliminate unlawful discrimination among applicants, remedy the results of such prior discrimination, and prevent such discrimination in the future. The law that was passed is called the Affirmative Action Act 2024 or the Gender Equity. It was started on the 31st of July 2024, a day that was already been set aside as the Pan-African Women's Day. That day was dedicated to celebrating and honoring the achievements of African women and advocating for gender equality among the Ghanaian women. And that day served as a milestone for the passage of the Affirmative Action Bill. The Affirmative Action aims at promoting gender equality and women empowerment by addressing the systemic barriers that have hindered women in the Ghanaian society. The primary objective of the Affirmative Action Bill is to ensure gender equality in political, social, cultural, educational, and economic spheres in Ghana. It establishes an accountability framework for gender equality, empowering women, including those with disabilities, and addressing discrimination. One of the key targets set by the bill is to increase the active participation of women in public life from a minimum of 30% to 50% by 2030, aligned with the Sustainable Development Goals target. Ghana's constitution, that's Ghana's 1992 constitution, provides a solid foundation for affirmative action. Article 17 of the Constitution states that every person is equal before the law and prohibits discrimination on various grounds, including gender. Moreover, Article 17 Clause 4 allows Parliament to enact law necessary to redress social, economic, or educational imbalances, further supporting the implementation of affirmative actions. Additionally, Ghana is a signatory to the African Charter on Human and People's Rights, which mandates states parties to remove discrimination against women and promote their equal participation in political life through affirmative actions. Now, let's talk about a brief history of the affirmative action. Ghana has a history of affirmative action policy. As back as the 1960s, the Representation of the People Act permitted 10 women to join the National Assembly, signaling the government's commitment to gender equality in governance. Subsequent policies such as the creation of the Girls' Education Unit in 1997 and a directive on affirmative action in 1998 further aimed at increasing the participation of women in education and public life. However, despite these efforts, gender disparities persist. Cultural practices like the female genital mutilation, the gender-based violence, and male preferences in leadership continue to challenge the progress towards gender equality. Women with disabilities in particular face compounded disadvantages. The Affirmative Action Bill is structured into 9 parts with 6